Well, this is exciting, guys. We were out at Mammoth Cave with some friends of ours to hang out and explore and stuff, and came home and the power is on. Look at that. Got our new meter, and I have the panel off here just because I was turning the breaker on, but we put in a breaker last night for the well pump, and then this is going to be an outlet right here for plugging in the camper for now, and then also one for powering the shed over here. But man, this is exciting. Finally getting this all paid off. We got power, it works, and it's just exciting having that all come together. So yeah, guys, if you can't tell, I'm excited. It all came together. So it can be done. If you need power on your property, just got to go through the right steps, everything, but it's doable. You know, a lot of times in a lot of states it's doable to do your own as a homeowner. You just have to figure out what your local codes are about that. This, I was able to do it in the state of Kentucky. I think you're allowed to do it every 5 years as a homeowner. Made it down here to the pole. So yeah, that's where I had to end, and then they just ran it right up there to the transformer. So super exciting. Didn't have a whole lot left over. Don't look like. Had a little bit of pipe. I left them some extra here. So got everything switched over so that we can plug the camper in here. I also got my mosquito light plugged in here. But then we got the power for the shed run over here to the new spot, to the new meter service. And then trying to, this morning, to get all the water hoses hooked up. So like I said, this is a temporarily permanent setup. But what we have is kind of chaos a little bit. But I kept having trouble with the hoses that I had, so I had to improvise and get longer ones for now. But we're switching over to the well water now. So got a splitter here and got a hose running over here to the shed. And then this one's just for the kids to play with. They love playing over there. So that's what that one's for. That's why we wanted some extra. So we got one extra. Then I got one right now running over here to the camper. But the reason for doing that is because they're going to come on Monday to turn the power off. We got the temporary setup that was here with the city water hooked in right there by that frost free. Apologize, this is a mess, but so, and this all used to run over here. So now we got the water all running from the well, and we got the power running from the new source. So it's still a little bit of a chaos mess here, but it's a lot better than it was. So all that so that we can get rid of this power coming in here. There's a transformer there, out there by the road, and then we're gonna get rid of this power here. And it comes in right there above the roof because we gotta tear this roof off, and it comes in really low. I don't know if you can see that, but it's about 2 feet off the roof. So not safe working conditions to leave it like it is. So since we're keeping it real at the farm too, one of the things that is kind of a pain sometimes is figuring out color samples and all that. This is kind of cool though. The metal place I went to, they gave me lots of different color samples, pretty nice size ones, but we're looking at kind of a textured metal. It's called a crinkle, and they have it in white and this dark brown that we like, and this, because we're going to probably paint the house color. So we'll see about that. But that's one of the not so fun parts about all this stuff, but that involves running around checking out, you know, different things. So that's what I had to do. Just wanted to give you guys a little update as to, you know, the mundane things that goes along with figuring out building stuff and living in a camper and all that stuff. So anyways, hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later.